Hello? Please state your name, identity, and the purpose of your visit. Oh, except you, Toma. You must be... Excuse me? Please provide the information requested, and also declare any goods you are carrying with you. Currently, only members of the International Trade Association are authorized to engage in the import and... My apologies, but I'll have to ask you to...
Here are their entry papers. For your kind...
What? Ugh, take your time. No rush or anything.
I just wanted to see what you...
I see. Okay. Your pa...
So...
The Outlander Affairs Agency. They only check entry permits here. If you want to remain on Rito...
Sheesh.
Well, let's not forget that to everyday folk in Inazuma, people from everywhere else are referred to as outsiders. As the word suggests, Outlanders aren't very welcome, not even on Rito, where they've established an outsider settlement. I like how you think. I've got a feeling we're going to get along very well. Now, let's head over to... Most of the current rules were put in place by the administration of Rito, the Kanjo Commission.
From here onward, you're of the Concho Commission.
Yes, one branch of the Tri-Commission of Inazuma, responsible for growing and managing the nation's wealth. You really haven't heard of it before?
Why in the world can't I use my permit?
You've completed the entry procedures, yes? And now...
Yes, please.
Okay, the processing fee will be 2 million...
2 million? For...
That's right. 1 million per applicant, which makes 2 million total. Don't worry. You can trust my math.
Paimon wasn't so much questioning your math as...
Ma'am, these two here are good friends of mine. I think you'll find on one face...
Ah, Mr. Toma, it's you. By way of courtesy, allow me to...
Thank you ever so... But as this is just a processing fee, I think 600 Mora should cover it if I'm paying on their behalf.
That's not how you haggle! By all means...
All right then, as you wish, Mr. Toma. I will make a record.
Much obliged.
What? She went from 2 million down to 600? There's something seriously wrong with people's sense of finance around here!
It's not as mind-boggling as you think. A processing fee is just a figure of speech. The way some here at the agency see it, the fees are easy money. So when the day comes that some poor merchant from overseas with more money than sense...
Then they'll milk them for a...
Exactly. It's at times like this that having a local friend really comes in handy. Yes, but when you're an outlander in Inazuma, far from home, the most that overseas merchants can do to look... That's how the International Trade Association...
So it's a trade association?
Yep. And as well as advancing commercial interests, the association provides help, support, and structure for outlanders trying to survive on Rito. Essentially, it's an association devoted to both commercial excellence and survival skills.
Sounds like just staying alive is an achievement when you're an outlander in Inazuma.
I see. So this is the real purpose of your trip. Yes, given that you are Outlanders, it's certainly a lofty aspiration. After all, the Raiden Shogun is the most exalted and revered one in all of Inazuma. She is a deity who reigns on high, while... I was going to say nothing is set in stone when it comes to who you will encounter in this world. Okay, I'll give it to you straight. I know of a way to...
Really? Wow!
I mean, it will take all the resources I have at my disposal, but it can be done. However, before we get there, connections come at a high price, you understand?
Not you too!
No. In this instance, when I say price, in fact, there's no real cost as such. It's just, I like to do things in a way that keeps everybody happy. It's my own personal rule for dealing with situations like this.
Sounds very reasonable to Paimon. You're the man in the middle, so you have to trade favors to keep everyone indebted to you.
Why do I get the feeling you're making me out to be some sort of crook? Never mind. Here's the situation. As I touched upon earlier, the members of the International Trade Association are constantly struggling to survive. Recently, things seem to have gotten more difficult than ever for them, so just go and check things out. See if there's any way you can help. The head of the association is called Kurisu, and he's a good friend of mine. Go talk to him. I'll wait.
Enjoy the blessing of Lesser Lord Kusanali. A nation blessing, now 10% off.
Huh? Hello there. You must be seeking refuge with the International Trade... Ah, good. That's a relief. You need to be careful, or you'll find yourself losing your savings all at once.
We heard the association has been having some difficulties lately.
Yes. Left, right, and center.
The Sakoku decree certainly makes things difficult for anyone who wants to come here from overseas.
But it's not the root cause of our woes. The Sakoku decree might restrict our scope of activity, but in and of itself, it doesn't stop us from being able to enjoy a comfortable existence. No. What's really squeezing us Outlander merchants dry is those Mora grubbers from the Kanjo Commission.
Oh, of the 3 commissions, that's the one that oversees everything on Rito, isn't it?
That's right. They impose astronomical tax rate, unbelievable regulations, and that's not the worst of it. They just issued a new tax decree recently that, for some reason, completely changes the way we pay our taxes. It used to be Mora, but now it's something called Crystal Marrow.
Crystal Marrow? What's that?
Something that most of us in the association had never heard of before either, until the new decree came along. Eventually, one of the older Liyue merchants recalled that he once shipped a batch of it to Snezhnaya in his youth. So, in order to pay our taxes, we began an arduous search for this Crystal Marrow. But then we found we'd only managed to create a bigger problem for ourselves. The rising demand for Crystal Marrow drove the price higher and higher. Now there's only one vendor who even has it in stock. We can't get a hold of it anywhere else.
Isn't that what they call a monopoly?
Exactly. So this vendor keeps pushing the price up, and we have no choice but to buy from them because the tax decree forces us to. It's a vicious cycle. The consequence of which is that our taxes will soon exceed our profits. And once that happens... We've tried communicating with the Commission directly, but this is a nation where the cries of a few struggling merchants will never be heard over the ever-present roar of thunder. Fontaine, my dear homeland. I miss you an awful lot at the moment.
Sounds awful. They're really bleeding them dry. What do you think we should do?
That vendor... I've actually done business with him in the past, but after a point he stopped contacting us. I have no idea where he sources the stuff.
Well, it definitely sounds like he's being unfair. How do we find him?
Hey, that's a pretty good idea. Since you're not affiliated with the... If I remember correctly, our usual meeting point with him...
Got it! Where are...
I don't think I recognize you. Are you new arrivals? So, what do you need with me? The sheer nerve. You don't go around asking questions like that. If I trade secret, got it? You know what trade and secret mean, right?
This guy's got a bad attitude.
Ha! Are you even buying? Oh, I see what's going on here. Kurisu and his associates sent you here to try and plead their case, didn't they? They're wasting their time. The price isn't...
Hey, what's...
Get out of here, go on. Tell them they're lucky to be buying from me in the first place. And they ought to be...
What are we gonna do? There's no talking to this guy. Good idea. Let's... Actually, we're having a little
Oh? Well, by all means. Getting you to go fixing things when you've only just arrived is quite a demand. Oh, that guy? I'm familiar. He used to be a bit of a sorry sight, selling shells that he collect on the beach. I can only assume he must have found himself a patron after...
You're saying he used to be...
Yes. Couldn't you tell when you spoke to him? That's right. Werner was born in Mondstadt, then went into the shipping business. When Inazuma closed to the outside world, he was one of a group of... The International Trade Association was initially very generous to him, but over time, with decree after decree...
So he left the association and turned his back on them.
I'm sure it's more nuanced than that. I believe even the most ungrateful and cold...
Really?
Well then, it sounds like you may have...
What are you doing back here? Just because I got plenty of time on my hands doesn't mean I want to waste any of it talking to you. Huh? Where's this coming from? Mondstadt? You were talking about... Mondstadt? Goodness, I can sense it now. So familiar, but I can't remember the last time I was there. The scent of Mondstadt. Oh, my hometown. The home of freedom.
Oh, it's working.
So, huh? What is this?
Just close your eyes already.
You mean the sound of the ocean? Leah Harbor. I can see it so clearly. Oh, and the sound of the waves. The calls of the merchants. Xiao lanterns. I'm right there.
This guy has a really active imagination. Either that or he really does miss Liyue Harbor.
Wait. Stop. That's enough. Don't make me relive it anymore. My poor heart can't take it. You mean the folks from the International Trade Association? Often, I'll sneak down to the shore at night and listen to the sound of the waves. I've run into folks from the association more than a few times doing just that. Don't you think I've wanted to talk?
Well...
They're so resilient. None of them had anyone else to rely on, so I caved. Those people, they'd make the smallest of All right, I'll tell you the whole story.
You ready to talk now?
But I betrayed them.
Come on, you scaredy cat. Look, so come on, get it off your chest.
It's a scheme by the tax collection Ashigar. They start by overtaxing the merchants, then take the extra crystal marrow. Once the merchants run out of places to buy crystal marrow, they get me to sell that extra stock back to them. I'm their puppet, yes. But my cut is a tiny fraction of what we take in total. Evidence? You're right. Now that I think about it, whenever I report back to him after a sale, as it happens, I handed some Mora over to him.
Really? Well, then there's...
Keijiro! It's him!
After him!
Ah, Ryoko.
Too close! That's too close! He'll notice us for sure! If you want to taste Mondstadt's great wines, then look no further than Sailing Green!
Now, who else is behind on payments?
He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little! He's getting further and further...
What was that sound?
Quiet! Don't let him find us!
Must be hearing things. Drat, I'm behind schedule. I need to hurry.
He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little! He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little!
What could he be doing at a...
It looked like he buried something over... Whoa, it's boring! Paimon thought he'd hidden a big pile of Mora here. Yeah.
Let me take a look here. Aha! Yes! This is what we're looking for. A clear and complete record of every single transaction, each one proof of it.
Great! Well, now we have our hard evidence. Let's go tell Karisu the good news, shall we?
I'll...
Huh?
I need a little more time before I'm ready to face the head of the association. I'm sorry.
Huh. Poor Werner's a pretty awkward guy, huh?
But we really don't have anything left. If this keeps up, our sales will come in at a loss. There'll be nothing left for us to do but starve.
You know the decree. The rules are the rules. No discounts, no exceptions, and no excuses. And who are you? Another new member of the association?
It just so happens that we found your little ledger, so now we're here to tell everyone all about how you embezzled crystal marrow to sell it right back to the taxpayers.
Huh? Is this true?
You've been swindling us!
Well, you see, the taxes,
Let me take a look at the ledger. Well, would you look at that? Every payment the association has made is right here in your personal ledger. So, Mr. Keijiro, it seems you have some explaining to do. How shall...
So you think you can use this against me?
Word has it that Samurai and the Commission place great importance on reputation and prestige.
Huh? Is that a threat?
No, not at all. I'm simply stating that it would be quite a...
Well, even if what...
I believe you still have a quantity of crystal marrow in your... Perhaps that crystal marrow could be used as compensation for the
Is that it?
Do you have any idea the hoops I had to jump through to get the crystal marrow and keep it hidden?
And not even...
So that's it? My shop's been closed for weeks now. I've even had to ask...
Come on, Harrison. We've already...
I'm sick of being pushed around like this.
Harrison!
Hey, what's all this racket? Does someone dare...
Chief, you've arrived.
What was all the commotion I heard?
Oh, we were just discussing a minor tax issue.
A helping hand. The only thing you're doing is stuffing your greedy pockets...
Oh, and you dare to utter the Commissioner's name. You Outlanders have no... Seize the merchants. We will resolve...
Uh-oh. This is...
Gentlemen, come now. Is there any need for that?
Who are you supposed to be? And what...
You never heard of the Fixer?
Here's my card.
Huh. You're from the Yashiro...
Shh.
Huh. Well, this is Kanjo Commission territory. However powerful the...
Of course not, of course not. Still, perhaps you could show the young... lady of our... You wouldn't want your name showing up in a petition to the Shogun.
That fan. The Shirasagi Himegimi. I don't need any trouble with her.
But, Chief!
Enough!
Let's get dinner one day soon, gentlemen. My treat. No response, huh? I suppose that...
Thank you so much, Toma. But,
Hey, I was joking. It's a small price to pay, and you're... if nothing else, I'm sure the tax collector... Shh, not here. Too many people listening. Corruption seems rife in the Kanjo Commission. They truly are rotten to the core. All right, time for me to answer your questions. What would you like to know? Straight to the point. I belong to the Kamisato clan of the Yashiro Commission on Narukami Island. I'm an attendant of the Shirasagi Himegimi.
You've been keeping your true identity a secret. So, the Yashiro Commission.
Correct. The Kamisato clan is the head of the Yashiro Commission, who manage ceremonial and cultural affairs. I'm just someone who was fortunate enough to be taken in by the Kamisato clan. My role is to take care of the daughter of the clan, Kamisato Ayaka. Also...
Seems like she must be super famous in Ina.
Oh, most definitely. She's graceful, dignified. Her fame even somewhat eclipses that of her older brother, Kamisato Ayato, despite the fact that he's the current head of the clan. I suppose those who treat others with compassion earn themselves the same treatment in return. Miss Kamisato's situation certainly seems to attest to that. Take me, for example. I'm just an attendant, and yet she treats me as... You're asking the right questions. And to be honest, I don't want to keep you in the dark. Firstly, you should know that being a fixer is not something you can fake. I spent the better part...
Still pretty good going for just a...
Well, maybe I have a slight knack for schmoozery. Inazuma may have closed off to the outside world, but that hasn't stopped a lot of people. So, when Miss Kamisato heard of your intention to come to Inazuma, she began looking forward to your arrival with great anticipation. She's excited to find out whether the rumors are true. That is, that you have what it takes to change the tide of the times.
Change the tide of the times?
In the test I gave you earlier, although there were a few hiccups at the end, it was you who found the way to navigating powerful people, using their character flaws to your advantage. It's just with your help, even the Vision Hunt decree. That's an unexpected development. Yes, of course. I completely understand, and as agreed,
Toma sure didn't put up much of a fight.
Well, my work on Rito is... Oh, one more thing. This invitation letter is for you. When you get to Narukami, good luck with everything.
Toma's not such a bad guy, huh? Huh? What's up? Oh, right! Wait, so... Did Toma forget that too? Oh, darn it! No wonder he was so matter-of-fact about the whole thing! As soon as we get off Ritu, Paimon's going straight to Kamura... Well, guess we should give it a try.
Stop there! Present your travel permits.
Sorry, but we really gotta get to Narukami.
If you don't have a travel permit, this is as far as you'll...
Traveler, you gotta think of something. How do we get out of Rito? Are you saying we should go and meet with the kanji? Guess it can't hurt to try. Even, who knows? Maybe he's our biggest fan.
Halt! This is the Kanjo Commissioner's office.
We're here to see,
The Kanjo Commissioner seldom entertains Outlanders. Leave now or we'll be forced...
Wait.
Oh, Commissioner!
These two are honored guests from afar. No... Come on in. Let's see...
Did you...
My sincere apologies.
I am Hiragi Shinsuke, Kanjo...
Nice to meet you. So, the reason we went...
Alright, all in good time. Two travelers renowned far and wide have shown...
So what you're saying is...
Absolutely. How many other people in the world have what it takes to knock the wind out of Storm Terror's sails and put the Overlord of the Vortex...
Exactly!
And I hear you also foiled a Fatui plot in Liyue Harbor.
Whoa, you heard about that too?
As I thought.
Something wrong?
No. Rito is greatly honored to have you visit us. One other thing I heard about you is your great zeal for helping other people.
Oh, sure, no problem. Whatever.
Excellent. Well then, you must know the Genshin, a flower.
Yep, we've picked a few of those before. So...
Yes, bring me 300 Genshin, would you? Fresh...
Did Paimon hear that wrong?
Too much trouble, is it? I see. Then how about this? We have a few items that need delivering. Perhaps you can help with that?
That sounds much more like it.
709 letters to be precise.
Hey, what gives? How...
Terribly sorry. We're just a little short on people lately.
What sort of an explanation is that? Traveler, what are we going to do? Should we really help this guy?
That's the spirit. Don't keep me wait.
You're seriously considering taking this job? The terms are ridiculous!
Halt, you two!
Huh?
Miss Hiragi has a letter for you. She insists that you—
A letter? Quick! Let Paimon see! So this means she wants you to secretly meet her at night? But you didn't seem surprised at all by this. What's going on?